All right, 7th grade, last one for chapter 6. 6.8 is the coordinate plane. I think you guys are pretty familiar with it. I'm going to define these words by drawing a picture to start with. I can get my pin to work. This is a coordinate grid where you have the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis, even though that's not in the vocabulary. This is the coordinate plane right here, the whole thing. That's it. The origin is 0, 0. That's the part where you usually start. The origin is at 0, 0. Okay? Quadrants, there's 4 quadrants. This is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. They are always used with Roman numerals, and they always go in that order. You start up in the upper right corner and you go counterclockwise. Okay? An ordered pair is a pair of numbers, a location like on the grid that's given. The x value is given first, the y value is given second. So you always start at the origin and you move either left or right depending on whether x is positive or negative, and then up or down for the y value. Okay? The x coordinate is on the x-axis. Okay, it moves left or right, and the y coordinate is on the y-axis, moving up or down. Okay, a scatter plot is a graph that you plot points. And we'll do one of those. So all of this is on the top of page 313 in your book. You can see all sorts of different points and different places where it's talking about all of these vocabulary words. So let's go. Name the ordered pairs. So A, where is A located? You always start at the origin 0, 0, and you move to the right, then you go up. So this one is over 3 and up 4. So 3, 4 is its location. B, you go over 2 to the left, so that's going to be -2, then down 3. And you have to go, you can't go down first, then over. You have to move left or right first, and then up or down. Like you have to go in the elevator before you can go up or down. So 3, 4, and -2, -3. These should be pretty familiar to you guys. Name the ordered pairs that represents points C and D. Okay, so C, where is C located? So starting at 0, 0, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 1, 2, 3, 4. So C is located at 4, 4. D is located at 2, -2, because we went down. There we go. Ooh, negative. Ooh, Michelle. Mrs. Mbivins messed up. -4 because we had to go back this way. Ooh, I don't like it when I make those mistakes. Which of the following points is located in quadrant 2? Now let's talk about these quadrants for a second. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, 3, and 4. If you think about quadrant 2, this is the one I just messed up on. If you move to this direction first, all the x's are always going to be negative, and you go up, the y's are always going to be positive. So it's a number that's a negative and a positive. Negative first, positive second. So it is D. These are positive, positive. These are negative, negative. And these are positive, negative. So it's D. Find the length and the width of the area of the rectangle ABCD. Well, let's see. These you count, these are distances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's an 8 by 4 rectangle. Okay, so the length is 8, the width is 4. So the area is going to be 32. The width is 4, the length is 8. And I just counted them. They're doing subtraction, but I don't do that. I just count it. Okay? 32. Plot the points on the same coordinate plane. I was hoping that they'd give us a coordinate plane, but they're not. Okay, describe the location of each point. So, A, you'd go over 2 and up 3. That would be A right there. So over, to the right, 2, and up 3. This you don't move at all, 0, 0. That's B. You stay put. That's the origin. -2, so you go over 2 and then don't move at all. So that's going to be C, and you're going to be right on the X axis, your location. -1 down -4, you're going to be in quadrant. I guess that's what they want for location, is the quadrant. Quadrant 3. Right down there would be D. So this one you'd be in quadrant 1. And then when you're on the origin or the x-axis, you're not in any quadrant. Quadrant 1, the origin. Oh look, then they gave us a nice one. Then the x-axis. Well, we did it. We got it done. These remind me that I need to give you some graph papers for these. I have some little graphs that you can plot your points on that you need to cut out. I might have already given you some, but I need to remind you of that. Find the length and the width of the area of a rectangle. Shoot, I was hoping it would give us that picture. All right, so A is at -3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. -3, 4. B is at 3, 4. C is -3, -3. B is 3, -3. So there's a rectangle there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 this way. Up 4 and down 3 would be 7. So it's a 6 by 7, so the area is 42. It'd be easier on graph paper to see that. Okay, example number 4, we're going to talk about making a scatter plot. A scatter plot basically is just ordered pairs. It's just graphing these ordered pairs. So age is usually, whenever you have years, you have two values. You have the independent variable and the dependent. The independent usually can stand alone. You're just going to keep getting older always, so that's not going to change. Your height depends on your age, so that's the dependent variable. The independent variable is your x, the dependent is your y. So you're going to make a graph. None of these are negative. This is x and this is y. And you got to go all the way to 39. I'm not going to make this graph because I don't have graph paper. Let's look at theirs. There's our x-axis. Notice they numbered by 5s. And then the height they numbered by 5s also to get all the way to 35. So you just plot the points. You got 0. This is 0, 0 right here. This is 1, 2. This is over 6, up 4. And I'm getting them right here. Look at this one. 10, 8. Go over 10, up 8. Over 13, up 14. So that's a scatter plot. Look for the pattern. It says the points tend to rise from left to right. As the age, so a statement about it. I don't know if it asks to make a statement. It says make a conclusion about the data. As the age of a pine tree increases, the height tends to increase as well. And notice after a while it's going to level off. It's not going to just keep growing. Here is at the point, I think we're getting to the point where this tree is not going to grow anymore. It's kind of leveling off. What would the height of a 27-year-old pine tree be? So if you go back, you find where 27 is about right here. 27 is about right here. So you kind of go up and see, where do we think the dot would fit? Let's put it about right there, which would be about 26, maybe 26 feet. And they said 20. It's close. It's a prediction, so it's more of a sample right there. So obviously you need to use graph paper. Anything that asks you to make a graph, especially in coordinate grids, you need to use the little graphs that I have, and if you don't have any, you need to make sure that you come and get some from me. I don't know if they provide that on the skill sheets. Let me look here real quick on your 6.8 skill sheets. 6.8, they do provide you with some graphs, but you are going to have to, looks like you're going to have to add a few graphs to those. All right, so have fun plotting points, and I think this is it. Yep, we'll see ya.